not saying drug use is cool, but if you're gonna do Ozempic, then why not ecstasy?
Just wanted to talk about what's up with Ozempic, man.
It's pretty popular.
What is Ozempic?
Yeah, Nick, what's Ozempic?
It's like the newest weight loss drug that a lot of people are taking.
Like Fenton?
It's like, I think it's mostly for diet, like people with diabetes.
Is it like Hydroxycut?
No, it's a shot that people take.
And it's prescribed.
It's prescribed by a doctor.
So it's not over the counter.
Yeah, and it just helps you
Lose weight?
yeah, by by filling up your stomach, by keeping you satiated.
Oh, so it's not burning, it's just making you go, I'm hungry today.
Appetite suppression.
Yeah, exactly. So you're just not as hungry.
I thought it was skincare at first. Ozempic. I was like, oh, cool.
You probably put on your skin. Nah, but it's very popular. A lot of people are using it, and also a lot of people are getting good results from it.
Do you know people on it?
Yeah, I have a couple clients that are on Ozempic.
But also you up, right? What are some of the side effects?
Well, some of the side effects, depending on the dosage, and there's like an adjustment period. Some people report feeling like really nauseous, like the smell of food makes them
Want to vomit?
want to vomit. But that's like pretty intense cases.
That's like double it down. So you don't like food and you throw up, you lose weight fast.
Yeah, it's
Oh
very
yeah,
effective.
so you're not eating as much. But I know some people, depending on the doses that they take, it's just like, yeah, I just don't think about food as much, and that's really helpful when I'm trying to lose weight. So there is a lot of benefits from it, and I think for the mass population, it's like, or people who are like really obese or really struggle with appetite suppression, it could be a useful tool just to get them maybe that jumpstart progress that people need, just to see that like, okay,
I need
losing
that.
weight, yeah, right.
I'm hungry all the time.
Because either way, you still have to diet and you still have to exercise anyway. But for some people, it helps them, keep them on that path. So I guess it can be helpful. But I don't know. I don't know what to think about it, because there's just random people that are just maybe not obese. Maybe like slightly overweight or like normal.
That's
They
not
still
the type
take
of
it?
person that should be taking Ozempic?
I don't know if they should or shouldn't, but
Like
they
a
do it.
supermodel?
What are the long-term harms?
I don't really know.
I think when I was reading about it, it said there's a higher rate of kidney failure. Like your kidneys can be affected if you're not monitored properly while you're taking it or something.
But if you're obese already, you're already gonna get kidney failure.
Kind of a good point.
When that shit goes, you look like a balloon.
But when they're making these types of medicines, they're like, yeah, which one's worse?
You're right. You might as well die hot.
Yeah, which one's gonna kill you? Do I look good though?
Yo, I've never seen a full episode, but these clips keep coming up where it's like this like little old doctor just talking shit to these fat ass people, and it's the funniest thing. Like
Who's that?
there'll be like a fat, like super obese person, and then they'll just be like, "Oh, I'm hungry, I need to eat," and he goes, "No, you don't. You probably ate for like the next 5 years to be full. You're okay." And then he'll just roast them. But they'll just be little clips. You guys never seen that shit?
No.
Yeah, they'll just like a little.
It's a roast doctor.
Your
No, he's just like
algorithm
a
rocks.
Yeah.
No, he's just like a doctor, and then there's like
Turned off
moments
the sensitivity
of like,
tab.
yeah,
Damn.
yeah. There'll be moments of like, oh, like
That doctor
I'm a
should be
picky
promoting
eater.
Ozempic.
Yeah, they'll be like, I'm a picky eater, and he's all like, you don't look like you're that picky.
Damn.
So one of my clients, she's down like 30 pounds since she started like training with me, and then also with like I think she started like Ozempic like a couple.
Mostly because of you.
Nah, it's a combination of both for sure. But
Isn't it also,
it's mostly her.
Doesn't it also make your muscles atrophy?
That's what they say if you don't strength train. But like the simple fix is like as long as you strength train. And that's why she's work training with me.
But that's normal life. If you don't
Sure, yeah.
exercise, you'll
Exactly. So like for certain clients that I have, I do worry about like what happens when they don't have it, because it is so powerful where you just don't really have to worry about food. So when you go back to
Regular life.
like, and you're a little, you might make worse decisions on the food you're
Well, that's
eating.
always
get hungry
isn't
or
that always
impulsive.
the element that you talk about? Where it's sustainability, right?
Yeah.
You have to be on it forever.
But at the same time, like this client that I'm thinking of right now, she's done such a good job of keeping her habits up. So it's like, okay, cool. Like, so it is working together, right? Like the Ozempic, her with her habits, she's on top of it. So like that's maybe a good case. But I'm sure there's some people that, I don't want to say abuse it, but just may not take the other stuff as seriously and just might use it more as a crutch. Like that could be harmful.
Because it became such a hot celebrity weight loss thing.
Yeah.
A lot of people are kind of getting access to it where they shouldn't.
Dude,
Really,
because a lot of doctors, they're just, dude.
yeah, they're just
Signing away.
And
That's how they make money.
I feel like it should be on the black market then if it's that popular.
Yeah.
People are probably slinging it in the corners like, hey, you want some Ozempic?
It probably was before it was trending too.
But now it's probably going to open up the floodgates to the industry of like other drug companies being like, well, this is so great, we might as well start, doing our own.
Like a sub brand of it.
Yeah, and they kind of already are on the market where they're like, there's like other ones besides Ozempic.
As a nutritionist and fitness coach, would you ever like recommend it?
I think it's a case by case, dude. Like if you're in a position where you really need to use it and like your appetite's all over the place, like
if you're a food addict or something.
yeah, I don't. It's at a point now where it's
It's tough because when
it's too good for some people to turn down. Like it's for some people in their mind from where they're at, they're like, I need to do it, and it's not.
the problem though is what happens when they stop using it.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I'm
That's what worried
generally
about.
I'm generally against it, probably 95%, because I think the problem is you have to treat problems by the type of problem it is. So when you're like overweight, that's a behavioral problem. So you need to treat that with behavior correction.
Yeah, that's
so
very
anytime
true.
you have a behavioral problem and you treat it with another way, the bounce back is fucking crazy. If you are lacking certain chemicals in your brain, in your bipolar or whatever, and you need to take certain medicine, that's a chemical problem. Yeah, fix it with chemicals. But like I think for most people, or at least I'm not talking about like a massive population, people are getting overweight because they're overeating and undermoving.
Yeah.
That's it. So to fix that, you undereat and overmove, and then that way it's way more sustainable versus like people that like, because even like the people that like jump on TRT too soon, they rely on that, and once you start ingraining these shortcut patterns, that leads to like that part starts to scale in your brain. And I've seen so many people jump on TRT. Not only did they not lose the weight, but now they have high blood pressure because it goes, okay, if I can do this fast, what else can I shortcut? What else can I shortcut? And you end up trying to fix your behavioral problem with all these other chemical shortcuts, But then there are cases where some people need it, or if it's actually prescribed, or some people they need the extra help, maybe Ozempic and strength training and the diet and all that. But generally, I like to fix problems with the type of problem it is.
But he's absolutely right too, because I feel like a lot of people, they don't maximize the daily stuff they could do, and you don't have to. And when you start,
They maximize that burrito though.
that's what I'm saying, because it's way more fun.
Delicious.
From Sonora,
Sonora Town, baby.
Yeah, Sonora Town burrito and just sprinkle some Ozempic before they wrap it up.
And then you eat a little bit, you're like, I don't even want this anymore.
Get out of here.
It's a shot, so you gotta just inject your burrito.
Are you familiar with Jillian Michaels?
Yeah, she's the was she Biggest Loser? I think she was one of the coaches.
I know that she's like a fitness guru from like.
She was like the OG superstar, like.
So she's been, I guess
What'd
she's
she
been
say?
pretty outspoken against like, she's a very like work for the improvement kind of
Yeah.
person.
Earn it.
And then she started posting like, or she started pointing
Ads?
out, not ads, but like, she pointed out something interesting about Oprah. So Oprah, her weight's been like up and down through the years.
Stedman.
Yeah, Stedman, yeah.
problem.
So Oprah recently, like people have been thinking that she's on Ozempic because her body was like looking
Banging down.
They got the same. They got the same logo, dude. The same O.
And then Jillian Michaels pointed out that Oprah she owns like 10% of Weight Watchers, which she bought like a while back. Remember when Oprah promoted Weight Watchers a crap load? That's because she bought shares in it. Yeah. So then Weight Watchers actually bought a company that provides access to Ozempic.
See, you gotta trace it.
Yeah.
You just don't know what people are, how they're incentivized.
Bro,
So Jillian Michaels is sort of pointing out that like Oprah is kind of in a way shilling Ozempic.
Yeah.
Isn't that low key just like good business tactics though?
But it goes against
Bad moral ethics.
it goes against Oprah's.
Isn't that America?
Yeah, I guess it kind of is.
Some Americans are pure, I think.
Oprah also has a history of trying to kind of say that it's not the weight loss drug.
Got it.
So then that's the conflict. Is that she's
But
like,
she's not
Isn't that just
for it, but
Hollywood?
she's buying it.
well, they don't know. They don't know for sure. But that's what Jillian Michaels, who's like plugged into that world, is kind of insinuating that like Oprah, who normally would say like, "Oh, that's the easy way out," is now
Part of it.
profiting from
all
these
the fitness influencers that are on steroids, but then tell you, "Oh, it's this program or like this
Yeah.
supplement." So
They do 3 sets of 12.
It is, yeah.
yeah. You're doing 3 sets of 8. I do 3 sets of 12. That's why I look fucking
Dude,
ripped
like Chris,
all year round.
people shit on Chris Hemsworth, right, for his app.
Oh, yeah.
Because like, dude, you look at that dude's body. He's out of a fucking, he's
Yeah.
literally Thor. He's like the buffest.
He's not doing
superhero.
any of the exercises that he tells you to do.
His program is like, you do these exercises, you're gonna look like me, and they're like jumping jacks.
Yeah, his
or, like,
program's like
burpees
this,
and
dude.
shit.
He's like, dude, you want to get buff arms?
It's like, dude,
That's
you're
not how you got buff arms, bro.
That's crazy. Nah.
He's just hammered.
What's your shoulders?
I think I was the most lowest body fat. People are like approaching all this shit wrong. These pills, these drugs, they're like a drag. The best way, hands down, is becoming a raver. Because when you're a raver,
Genius.
Wasn't expecting that.
you probably start smoking Newport cigarettes or some kind of menthol, right?
Ooh, the one that you bite.
Yeah, and when you smoke, you probably don't, but you keep your cardio up because you dance all night,
And you sweating your ass off, and
Yeah.
all your friends are like, make sure you drink water, so it's kind of healthy.
right?
Low
Yeah.
intensity, steady
Helps
state.
your
You drink Gatorade because they taste even better on ecstasy.
Or orange juice because it picks it back up.
Orange juice or pineapple, yeah.
Vitamin C. See,
Vitamin C.
it's almost a healthy lifestyle.
Yeah. And you're on ecstasy all night, so you don't even know that you've been dancing for 5 hours straight with no break.
That's tons of calories.
And before you know it, you go home and you're sore as fuck the next day, but
And you
not
got no
really.
appetite because you only got a pacifier in your mouth.
You have a pacifier that you've been sucking on. And then for me, to get even more high, like I fucking didn't eat the whole day.
Intermittent fasting.
Wow.
Dude, there's days, boom, when I had the fucking flu, and then my friends were like, trust me, Doug, you go to a rave and you fucking dance it off. And I was like, are you serious? So I was there with a fever, whatever, popped some pills. I fucking went, and then in the next morning, man, I was cured, dude. I slept 48 hours
Everybody else
straight.
at the rave had the flu when they went home, though.
My mom thought I was in a coma, but
Worked out.
If that's true, how do you explain this scene?
they just started raving.
They're newbies. They're newbies. Dude, all you type was ravers?
Dude,
They've taken the first step to true weight loss.
Oh, fat ravers. I thought you just typed ravers. I'm like, this is what they look like? I was like, oh no.
I was 120 pounds as a raver. How about you, a bitch like 120 to 30?
I started probably like 130 and I ended like 105.
Right? I was probably like 115.
In one night.
All right, 120, 115. Not saying drug use is cool, but if you're gonna do Ozempic, then why not ecstasy?
Stack them, right?
So anytime you go
Stack
to a
'em.
rave and you run into a fat raver, make sure to say, "Oh, is this your first time?"
Give them the get lean barbell.
My friend got fat at a rave, and I said, "Damn, when'd you get pregnant?"